Hello, hello, and welcome to tonight's show. You see,
That's all I can think of when you said that. Sorry.
Agnes, it's Agnes. Agnes wants to come out and play. Welcome to tonight's show. I am Zeleny, your host.
And I'm Wendy.
The show is not intended for children under the age of 18 unless you allow it. We don't give a crap if you don't. Due to alcohol, language, content, you name it. The show is sponsored by Zell's Total Body Sculpting and Permanent Makeup. We have all the rights to the music that you hear because we paid for it. Yeah, it's ours. We're going to start the show by taking a shot. It is by a local distillery. I said it right? Hey. It is, what's it called? Five Saints. They're here. I can't remember the place. I don't know if it's Bangor, Lehighton. It's somewhere around here. We are hoping... Norristown. Yes, it is Norristown. We were up in Emmaus, and they have a farmer's market that they do every Sunday, and we met them. Well, I met them. We met them.
I was there in spirit.
Yes, Wendy was with me. I felt her.
That Ouija board came in handy.
Yeah, I met them. They got to sign the bottle for me, the guy who owns it. And we're hoping to work with them to be able to shoot the show in the distillery one of these days. So we're trying to do that. So we're gonna go ahead and take the shot. It's gluten-free. It is low in calorie. It is low in sugar and all of that. His name is John something. I can't remember it, but yeah. And it's blood orange liqueur. So we're gonna go ahead and try it. I liked it. He kept giving me liquor.
It smells good.
I liked it. He just kept saying, here, try this. Try this. And I was like, it's like 11 o'clock in the morning and I'm drunk. But
sounds like a good time.
It wasn't that bad. Anyway, mixologist, tell us what we're drinking today.
So this one doesn't have a name. We just needed to finish some bottles. We just kind of pushed it together. So this one has pineapple wine, the peach Amsterdam, some of that summer citrus by Ciroc, lemonade, and orange citrus juice.
It looks pretty.
Oh, we added a little bit of grenadines for the color. Hopefully it tastes good. I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it too. It reminds me of something. I just can't remember what it is. What are our topics that we're discussing this week? I do want to say Happy Mother's Day. It just happened. I know one of our topics, our first topic is going to be around Mother's Day. It is, the first topic, it is, should your current boyfriend be gifting his baby mama gifts for Mother's Day? Do you agree? Do you not agree? We took a poll on our page, and a lot of yous were not having it.
I really don't get shit. If she's doing her job and she's being a good mom, then by all means recognize that. I really don't care. It's not going to impact me. But if I'm raising your kid too, give me a gift as well.
Right.
But if I'm not involved with your children and then of course you should recognize her hard work. Parenthood isn't easy. It should be fucking sex.
I definitely don't think you should be gifting your ex
dick.
Yes, absolutely not. That should not be a gift for your ex. The junk that you had before should not be a gift for Mother's Day. I couldn't believe the amount of people that said, absolutely not. Like, my current boyfriend should not be gifting his ex, the person that they share children with, a gift for Mother's Day.
I don't see what's the issue.
I could not see what the issue
like, now,
is.
if she's like a deadbeat mom and she's not in the picture, then I can understand you being like, why are you gifting her some shit?
Right.
Now, if the kids ask you, like, hey, can we get mommy something? Then that's a different story. Because you're not going to tell a little kid, fuck no, fuck your mom.
Wait,
I mean, some of us
I'm
might.
sorry. One of the viewers said, I don't because there's too many. I'll be broke.
Was that Nick Cannon?
No.
I guess he wouldn't be broke.
He wouldn't be broke. He's got a lot of money to share.
Did you see
all these?
how Future like sent out his tweets for Mother's Day? Like, oh, happy Mother's Day to so-and-so for holding down, da-da-da-da.
No, I didn't see that. I think it's different situations. What if you don't like her?
Me not liking her has nothing to do with the type of mother she is.
Right.
Like, if
right.
she's a piece of shit mother, don't gift her shit.
What does that say about you? You're like, I don't like her, but you slept with her and had a child with her.
Wait, are you talking about like me, you as in like the baby father, or you as the girlfriend of the baby father? Because I was definitely responding as the girlfriend of the baby father.
Oh no, I took it as the father. Like, damn, you don't like her, but bro, you slept with her.
Sometimes relationships be ending that badly that you end up hating each other.
But
if she's doing her job as a mom, whether you like her or not, and you know you've been a piece of shit dad, you still gotta recognize. Because let's be honest.
She's doing her job as the baby's mother.
Or if you only have the kids every other weekend and she has her full time, whether it be your choice or not, you know she's putting in the work. Why wouldn't you? No one's saying it has to be an expensive gift. It could be a flower. It could be chocolate. Something simple. A card.
Something simple, right?
It's about the recognition or the appreciation, however you want to go with.
I felt a lot of the comments or a lot of people that were responding to the poll that we took was coming from the woman's point of view as the new girlfriend.
Or the new partner or whatever.
Right. When it you should.
Well, question for our male viewers out there that might be on right now. For those that have a baby mama, did y'all gift her something, or did y'all just text her or whatever, say Happy Mother's Day, or did that not even happen?
Well, okay. So, I think in that situation, if either one, I don't think he owes her anything. Maybe just saying Happy Mother's Day, but a gift he doesn't need to give anything necessarily. I think if you have children together, you should maybe grab your child, give your child money, and be like, it's Mother's Day. Go get your mom a gift for Mother's Day. And you should take your child to give his or her, because you know you can have a boy or a girl, a Mother's Day gift. It necessarily shouldn't come from you as the ex-partner, but you definitely should. I might have just spit on you. I don't know, but I don't have COVID. You should definitely make sure that you instill in your child to make sure to get a Mother's Day gift for the mother of your child. That's my opinion on that. You as the person, the ex, maybe you shouldn't, because that's your ex. Yous are no longer together. But I would definitely think it's fucked up if you got your current partner, who's probably the stepmother of your child, a gift for Mother's Day, and you didn't acknowledge the actual mother. If she's an actual active mother and is doing a good role for your child. So if you're not going to get one, then you shouldn't get the other.
You got comments, though.
Oh. Honestly, I won't gift her nothing personally, but make sure my kids gift her. I agree with that. I definitely agree. Oh, wow. Guess we agree, Zell. Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. Let the kid pick out a gift for their parent. Yeah. So Um, m- partner. My partner gets mad. Every Mother's Day, he asks me, what do you want for Mother's Day? I said, why are you getting me something? I'm not your mother. And he gets absolutely upset with me. Upset. He's all like,
He wants to recognize the hard work that you put in as a mother, not
right.
as his mother.
And I'm like, what you should be doing is taking my children and giving them money and say, it's Mother's Day, get your mother a gift. Because I want you to instill in my children for them to recognize me as their mother. And you should go and get your mother a Mother's Day gift.
So at what age do you stop telling your kid to buy their mother a gift?
Never. Get me a gift every year that I'm alive. Because every year that I'm alive, I'm going to continue doing something for you, whether you're 25, 26, 27, 28. And
I
honestly,
mean in regards to the gift giving. I'm saying, as you were talking about, like, you want your partner to tell your kids to go get you something.
Mm-hmm.
But at what age does your partner stop to tell the kid? Because, I mean, if they're 28, me as a parent, I'm not going to be like, yo, it's your grandmother's birthday. Go say happy birthday. Or whatever. Like, you understand? Like,
if you instill that as a child, it'll become engraved in them. And when, obviously, maybe 18, they'll stop. But then every year, they'll realize it's Mother's Day. I have to do something for my mom. It's not so much the gift, because you should recognize the parent every day. You know what I'm saying?
I financially, mentally support my children. I can't be with them every day, but I still fulfill my part. They didn't acknowledge me for Mother's Day.
That's sad. That breaks my heart.
That does. Especially if you can't see them on Mother's Day.
Yeah. And like I said, it maybe isn't the gift, but acknowledge me. You can send me a text. You can send me a card. You can call me. You can do something. But if you teach that for your child, if you teach that to your children at a young age,
well, if you think about it,
they'll continue to do that throughout their life.
Well, most elementary schools have kids making stuff for their mom, or like when Mother's Day roll around or Father's Day roll, like, you know, like the little handmade gifts that you get.
Mm-hmm.
So up until 5th grade, middle school don't do that.
No.
Yeah, so I can understand a parent having to step in and being like, hey, like, you can make something, or we'll buy her something. But at a certain age, I feel like, I understand teenagers are selfish and whatever, and they don't really think about it. But at a certain age, I feel like, as a parent, I shouldn't have to tell you, like, hey, acknowledge your mom.
Right.
You guys should just, from your upbringing, from me, you should just be able to be like, you know what, even though she's a mom every day, today's about her, let me at least say happy birthday.
Right.
Happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. I have 3 girls, only one told me happy Mother's Day. I feel like Mother's Day is such a difficult time. Like, in this person's case about how she doesn't get to see her kids, but for those that's mothers passed away, or those that their kid has passed away, or those that can't be with their kids, and like, I feel bad because everyone's always like, oh my God, happy Mother's Day. And it's like, well, what do you say to those that don't have them, or can't be with them, or...
If you're a friend and you know another friend, once they have a job, they can do it on their own. Right. But also, you can also teach your child, I'll get to that in a minute. You can teach your child, it doesn't have to be about a gift. You can do something homemade. You can do something simple and easy as spend a day with them. Do a breakfast here at home for them. Something like that. If you know somebody, a friend who does not have their mom for Mother's Day, you can include them with you and do something special to remember their mom. It's something easy as that. And that's why I was taken a little back when so many people on the poll were like, no. Why wouldn't you, if you're so sure about the relationship that you have right now with the person that you're with, and this might push a lot of people's buttons, and I'm still going to say it anyway because I really don't care. If you're so sure about the relationship that you have right now, and your partner has an ex-partner. Remember, I said ex. They're an ex for a reason. It didn't work out between them. So they're no longer together.
But they're still a relationship because they're parents
right.
to the same child. It's
right.
not like you break up and be like, all right, I'm stop being their dad.
Exactly. If you are a good person and you're sure about the relationship that you have with that person, you would be the first one to be like, hey, babe, let's take the kids to go get their mom a gift for Mother's Day. It's not coming from you, although it's coming out of your pocket,
it's you.
But it's the kids that are going to get the gift. It says a lot about you as a person.
But it doesn't even have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. Something as simple as a card, flowers, chocolate, like whatever. Really simple.
It's simple. And I'm sorry, it may offend people, but you have to be sure about the relationship that you have. If you're so worried about that relationship, you have a problem.
Like if
they're not together, they could be together if they want. It didn't work.
If, let's say, the father of my children was in a relationship and she was playing role of stepmommy and she was doing it well, I would recognize that.
Right.
Why do I need to feel my position as a mom is not threatened? It's just an extra person loving my kid. And if she's doing a good job and she's there for them and she's supporting them, why would I not recognize that? My personal feelings in this matter does not matter. It does not exist because it comes down to the kids. How you treat my kids, how you support and how you y'all relationship are and stuff. If it's good and they go to you and you guys have a relationship, friendship, and you're supporting them and you're taking them places and you buy them stuff and you spend time with them, you're doing mother duties even though they are not your kid. Why would I not recognize that?
Right. You never know if that other mother is taking the kids to get you, stepmommy, a gift for Mother's Day. And you're over here like, no, don't get her something. Yous aren't together anymore. You're just cutting off your own foot.
Mother's Day is not about your past relationships. That's Valentine's Day. If he's buying her shit on Valentine's Day, then yeah, it's an issue. But Mother's Day should not be a game of one-upping or a game of that's your ex. Like, your feelings in that relationship should not matter because it comes out about the kids. Unless she's his mom or something, then that's a little weird.
It says, example, I'm in PR with my son. I had to call his mom 3 times till she finally answered. But I made sure he spoke to his mom at least to say Happy Mother's Day and talk to her for a while.
And it's something as simple as that.
It's something as simple as that.
It does not take, I honestly don't feel like it should take more. Like, if you want to go above and beyond, that's fine. That's on you.
Right.
Like, if you and your kid want to bake cookies and drop, like, that's fine. As long as it's not hindering or you're expecting something in return. Don't give something with expectations.
Something as simple as that. Bake some cookies, put it on a plate, have him write a homemade card, and take it. But it just boggled me how many responses we got back that said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Did you not think...
We should have asked why not.
Did you not think for a moment about the kids? It's not about you and him. It's not about you and her. Did anybody think about the kids in that situation?
It's like, what type of example are you setting for the kids? Like, you're showing your kids you can't co-parent, and that's okay to let your little insecurities over trump what the better good. And is that the message you really want to send to the kids? Like, we all have our own insecurities, but it should never outweigh appreciation. It never should stop us from being like, hey.
Now, we're not talking about
becoming besties.
Being best friends, hanging out. We're talking about an actual mother who's present, who's doing what she's supposed to do. We're not talking about a deadbeat mom either.
Yeah, because if she's a deadbeat mom and you're like, I'm going to get her a gift, I'm going to look at you like, for what?
For what?
What has that bitch done?
Right.
Now, if she's Like, if you only get your kid every other weekend and she's putting in the work, you better fucking get her something.
Right. If she's working with you, working alongside you, hey, you can't this weekend? Okay, let's change weekends. You can't make it to his soccer game? I can. Can you do this weekend? But, hey, I need help. He's acting up. Can you...
But it's not even about the co-parenting. Like, if you're a deadbeat dad and you know she's doing everything and you're not really helping, you definitely should go out your way and say fucking Happy Mother's Day. Because she's raising your kid and you doing jack shit.
Look, if we're talking about Mother's Day gifts for exes, yeah, I support it. I make sure my kids get her something or make stuff.
And that's how it
And
should
that's
be.
coming from a man.
And I feel
Absolutely.
like that's... I mean, I'm all for it. As long as the mom... Because there's some mothers that are pieces of shit.
Right.
Because they're...
Absolutely. We've seen them, we've known them.
Yeah, I hear about one all the fucking time. But that's neither here nor there.
All right. Well, we've said our piece on that one.
Yeah. It just shows you how petty women can be. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I can be petty. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I can
be very petty. But I've learned with age and with knowledge and with putting your children, with having children and looking at it and looking at them and putting them first, you have to put that pettiness aside and look at the bigger picture.
Oh, when it comes to the kids, I will swallow my pride a lot. What happened?
I don't know about swallowing my pride, but...
I do. Because it's not about me when it comes to the kids. It's about that.
It's about them. Even when she didn't say it to me or give me anything, big picture, want my kids to do what's right versus be bitter.
You're setting the example.
Right. They call me Professor Pate, but it's petty concepts. I can't really be petty.
I call bullshit on that. Bullshit. I feel like you probably are petty, just not on our level, maybe, or her level, better said. But see, I like that because that's basically like be the change you want to see in the world.
Right.
Like be better than me, and that's what I strive. I need my kids to be better than me because shit.
I agree. Nothing is about me as a parent.
I agree with that.
I agree with that sentence. I can't wait for the topics for Father's Day. Because you know, if this is how we're going on Mother's Day, Father's Day is rolling around. Nah, petty jokes and petty roasts. All right. Let's move on to topic number 2.
Oh, I was like, what was the topic?
I know. I was like, we should have written them down.
I got it.
I can't remember them.
So, for those that are single, do you wish you were in a relationship? Or do you like being single? And for those that are in a relationship, do you wish you were single? Or do you want to rather be in the relationship now? I don't want to say with who you are, because some people are in relationships and they don't even like the people they're with. They just there to be there.
Nah, men get shitted on for Father's Day all the time. We're not even going to discuss it. I'm going to reel that in because I already saw it coming.
I do kind of agree with them. But that'll be a topic for another day.
Stop. That is,
we're going to talk for another day.
That is coming in
June.
June.
Just because I agreed.
That's coming in June. Bring that back.
We should have a father, as a guest host.
I think we're all going to have a big panel here of men and women.
Do I know any single fathers?
Yeah, we do.
Oh!
Oh my God. You really are not. Anyway. Big facts. Anyway.
So, since you're in a relationship.
Well, we have to. I'm in a relationship and she is single.
So, and I'm single by choice. I will be honest. Like, I don't think people realize, like, once you, I don't want to say freedom, because it sounds like you're tied down in a relationship, and that's definitely not it, because I've had long-term relationships. But that freedom, where, like, you don't have to worry about anybody else. Like, of course I worry about my kids, so they don't fucking count.
The children don't count in this topic.
But you know, like, in that point, like, I don't know. It's just not having to deal, and it's not like I don't like to compromise. Okay, I'm like, I don't like to compromise. I'm willing to do it. I don't fucking like doing it, but I can do it. But I don't have to. I'm single. I don't have to compromise. I'm not trying to make any relationship work. I can just be like, fuck you. I said no. I don't know you wise. Like, that's it. In a relationship, it's kind of like, all right, I want to do this. You want to do, all right. To make it work, you compromise. You talk things out. You share goals. You share experiences. Like, it's a lot of we stuff. And there's no issues with we's. It's just, now that I get to do I and me and only I don't know if I want to go back to a we. I mean,
someone says, I'm a pass on this topic.
Why you passing?
No, you cannot pass. You
why
have
you
to
passing?
answer.
Are you in a relationship? Is that why you don't want to say? You afraid your girl gonna catch you?
We can block her off of this topic. I mean, off of this
We ain't
page.
saying your name unless she's in the group chat right now. Then if that's the case, you could DM us. We'll read it and just put
anonymous.
But I don't know. I feel like there's pros and cons to both being single and being in a relationship. No, you don't think so? What about you?
Huh?
What about you?
I've always said this. In my life, I have lived the single life for a big chunk. And I've lived the married life a big chunk. And I really, really, really enjoyed this chunk. I've said it plenty of times. You know what it is because when you live this chunk, you just kind of do what you want when you want without having to compromise, without having to consider anybody else but yourself. It may sound selfish. I've lived in this chunk for like 15 years. 15 years, almost 16 years. And everybody's like, oh, if I could do it all over again, I'd choose you. I'ma choose this chunk.
If I sit there and think about it, I think my long-term relationships is more than my single life, whatever. Well, we're almost about to balance out now, to be honest. But one of the reasons, me personally, why not that I'm against dating or anything, is just I know right now I'm very selfish with my kids' time, and it's unfair.
No, you have to take. No, you have to take that chunk out.
No, because it's part of me, and it's unfair for whatever partner or relationship I will get into because I can't dedicate that time to them. And it's not like about we can be once. Like if you're in the beginning when you're dating and getting to know each other, it's different. You're not. But if you decide to commit to each other and be in a relationship, they're gonna always play second. Well, in this case, like fourth fiddle because I got 3 kids. And even though in the beginning people are always like, "Oh, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool,"
it doesn't. It's not cool.
It's not cool because at some point they start feeling some type of way because if you know my kids are constantly fucking busy, and I want to support everything with them.
If you did not have children, would you still be single or would you want to be in a relationship?
If I didn't have kids,
if you did not have kids,
I don't know.
We take that out.
I probably would go on multiple dates, like dating around. I don't know if I would be in a relationship because I would need to find someone that I don't want to say like jump or whatever, but like that I'm compatible because I'm not wasting my time to just be in a relationship. So I stay by myself. But if I
said which chunk again? This chunk.
The first
chunk.
The first half of my life.
This chunk.
But like if I found someone that I can see, like it's all relationships are hard work, and I'm not saying I don't want to put in the hard work, but I feel like we are compatible. Everything's hard work.
I don't want to put in the hard work.
Like I don't want to. Here's my thing. I don't want to raise you. I don't want to heal you. I don't want a fucking project. Like you know how they always say women want
a project.
Not a project, but like we do. We see the potential and we work off of that potential. Like as women, that is one of our biggest flaws, is that we see the potential and we're like, oh, we can help get them to that potential. No. That is not my job. I can be there to support and help recognize your potential, but you need to strive for your own potential. I cannot hold your hand and fucking drag you to the finish line. You need to be willing to go, and I will be beside you.
So someone says, yeah, I refuse projects, but don't you think because we're imperfect, everybody's imperfect, everybody's a project? Because we all need work.
I understand I can't say I understand. I'm assuming we're probably in the same mindset than the project. Yes, we all need work. But work as in you don't want to recognize your flaws, and I have almost like I'm becoming your therapist and I have to guide you and momma you, and that's a project. Now, if you are self-working on yourself, and if I'm like, hey, when you do this and this, it kind of bothers me, and you're like, okay, let me reflect on that and I will try to improve on it. It is a project, but you're willing to work on yourself. I'm not have to constantly be like, hey, what I tell you? Hey this, hey that, hey. You're actually putting in the effort.
So if somebody told you,
because
hey,
if I was looking for perfection, ain't nobody gonna be fucking married.
Right. So if somebody told you, hey, I feel like you need to work on this, but you don't agree that you need to work on it.
I'm sorry, that comment almost took me out.
Nah, I don't be doing Build-A-Bang.
I mean, if there was a machine and I could be like, I might do that. I'm not gonna even fucking lie. And I'm gonna be like, how much?
Damn, I gotta do some overtime. I gotta do some overtime. But what if you don't want to realize that you have an issue and you feel like you're good?
Then that sounds like, and then at that point, your partner has to sit there and realize, like, all right, do I agree with them? Is it me? Or do I continue and try to push her to see my point of view? Or do I let it go? Like I said, relationships involve a lot of compromise.
Yeah, that's why I want to be in this chunk.
That is why I am in this chunk. It's like, no, it's because I am being selfish. That's why I know I'm in this chunk.
It's a collab project. Yes, we should enhance one another, but feeling like I'm alone in the group project, then I gotta go.
I agree. Because if you're in a relationship and feel like you're still by yourself, then
you gotta be in this chunk. We all know what this chunk is. See, everybody knows what this chunk is. This chunk. But let me just explain. There's a lot of people in this world that cannot be in this chunk. They'll tell you, I wasn't born to be alone. I was born to be with somebody.
And it's funny that you mentioned that, because I literally had someone I went to high school with post this on Facebook today talking about, I am wifey material. I am not meant for the single life. Like, I don't want to date. Where is my partner? Because some people don't want to date. They just want to be in a relationship.
They want to be in a relationship.
And
I personally know somebody who has said, I was not born, yo no nací para estar solo. Like, I was not born to be alone. But I played both parts. And this part is cool. It is cool.
If you have the right support, the right partner.
Right. But I've had fun in both. But I really had fun in both. See, I mean, it sounds really hard.
It's not. Because both sides have its pros and cons.
They both have their pros and their cons. I've done both. But I've had a lot of fun in this era. And if this era for me,
this era is the simplicity of it.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Right.
It is the simplicity of it.
I did a whole lot of work while single. Nobody can tell me shit about me. Right.
And maybe that's true, maybe that's not.
Maybe while now you're like want to be in this one, you may find out that you still got a lot more work to do.
maybe the work you did for your, like, the work you do for yourself is different than the work you'll be doing when you're in a relationship. That's how I feel. What is it? I earned
Singleology.
So if that's the case, I earned my fucking degree too.
Yeah.
So like, give me my motherfucking crown.
Give me my sash.
Oh no, I don't want a sash.
She wants a crown.
Yes.
What's the thing?
I was just thinking that, scepter?
Scepter?
Okay.
She got a scepter in
I was
that.
like serpent, and I was like, that's not it.
Oh look, I can't be alone. I still don't know how to cook.
There's YouTube. There's freaking recipes online. Like, learn.
Yeah, the work with my lady is different now, but we collabing.
Exactly. Like, it's a different work. You're always working. Whether you're single or in a
Yeah.
relationship, you will always be working. But the work that you will be doing is different.
Yeah.
Like, now, when you're in a relationship, it is an us as opposed to an I.
Right.
When you're single, it's I need to improve. I should do this. I need to learn that. I want to do this. When it's someone else, you can't just be like, It's like, all right, I would like for us to try this, or my vision is this and this. How do you feel about it? And then you compromise, find your middle, or we, and whatever, and X, Y, and Z, and time. And that's, I think, the one thing people really, time. And that's the one thing I don't have.
Yeah, no.
I ain't got time for other people. I really
Yeah,
got
no.
time for my kids.
This is where I'm at right now. If anything,
And this is where I'm at right now.
if anything were to change,
Well,
I would
actually,
never.
can I be here, but with the kids? Like, my kids at this point are my partner. That sounds so bad, but...
Yeah, no, I'm here. If anything were to ever go left, I would never put myself back in here.
I definitely think I would.
I would never go back to here.
Because I won't say that I see myself being forever single. Like, I just know that right now my kids are at that age and they're going to be stepping away from home. And I'm just being greedy. Like, I want to make the most of that limited time. And when they step away, or go to college, whatever, maybe then I'll start seeking to date or whatever. But right now, I want to make the most of the time I have with them.
Call me a sucker for love, but I'm in the other chunk. This one, because our love is more of pro for me than being alone would be for me.
And there's nothing wrong
And
with
there's
that.
nothing wrong with that. No, like, I'm here. I'm not leaving here. If anything were to ever happen, like, let's just say, like, a bus would strike him.
She said, and I become a widow?
And I would become a widow. I would never put myself here again. Or if he would fall down the steps and break his neck. Or something like that. Like, anything like that would
So if he
happen.
breaks his neck tomorrow, I'm going to suspect he pushed him.
No, I get it. No, stop. Knock on wood. That's not funny. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, I'm here. I'm happy. Like, I lived here for a long time, and it was fun.
I mean, if you don't want to be in the era
fun.
you are now, you
Yeah.
can change that. You would get a divorce. But clearly it's working for you. You
Right.
enjoy it.
And now I'm here. I've been here in June. June it'll be 16 years. 16 years married, 17 together. And I love this.
Cheers. I mean, 60 years.
Right. And I love this. But if something were to happen, I would never put myself back here again. I would go back to here and stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh my God, stop it.
That's it.
I'm going to pray for that man. You know what I'm saying? But I love where I'm at here. But I would never put myself back here.
Single.
Yeah. I save money being single, but I am a giver and enjoy surprising and providing. So now you're here. So you've been here for a long, long time, and now you've shifted to this chunk. And now you're loving it. You know? So I'm gonna
So
be
we get
here.
invited to your wedding? I hope it's open bars.
We're gonna go live.
Live.
Live for Friday Night Fight. But you get it? So I'm in this chunk. So right now you're in this chunk, and you wouldn't mind moving here.
I wouldn't mind, but not right now, because I know I'm being selfish.
Right.
Like, that's different. I'm not going to hop in a relationship to waste someone else's time and be selfish and be inconsiderate, because that's what's gonna happen.
You
Not
see-
gonna lie.
She said so the comments, but not just about him, more for love. So she loves love.
So you love the idea
She
of
loves love.
Okay. And
Yeah.
there are some people like that.
Yeah.
That I've seen people that are like, I can't be like, I want to be in love. I need to be in love.
She loves love.
Like they love
Yeah.
that feeling, the butterflies, the whole whatever.
She wants to invite everyone to weddings. She's been posting saying all her Facebook is invited before we ever met.
I hope y'all got
Yeah.
money. I'm like, I hear an expensive wedding.
Unless it's in a public park. Then
I would do
everybody
some shit
could
like that.
everybody could be invited. But I get it. I get the idea of love, of loving love. Yeah. I want to see what love is before I figure out if I would rather choose either or. So he
Like, you wanna
hasn't,
see-
he hasn't seen what real love is yet.
Wait, I have a question. Do you mean you want to see real love as in yourself, or real love as in someone else's relationship? Like you want to just observe it and see what that looks like,
Or you
wanna
want to
experience
know
it
what
yourself?
love is.
Because you can't. You have to jump in then. if
As
that's
a
the case.
whole.
As a whole. All right. You know what? We'll leave that for our next topic. I was about to ask you, like, what do you consider to be love? Man, that was your topic.
No, because we only have 15 minutes and we have to go into whole phase.
Whole phase.
Whole phase.
All right. Out of all our viewers, be honest. Who has not had a whole phase?
We're going to talk about whole phase.
I mean, with summer right around the corner, you know, sundress season.
So in the wintertime, we discussed cuffing season. Everybody wanted to get cuffed up, even though we did not experience a bad winter.
It was not me. I was not looking to get cuffed up.
So now we're talking, love is a big risk. I don't
That
know.
is.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna submit that on Topic Tuesday. What is love? What do you consider love?
Definition in regards to whole phase.
Definition, please. So
I don't want to be like, are you sleeping around? But what other way am I
It's-
going to say it?
it's not. I don't.
Flirting, not committing.
It's taking a moment to not put yourself into a relationship and experiencing your journey, your personal journey into your sexuality,
your sexual journey.
your whole phase. Because when I think of whole phase, it's happiness over everything, not a relationship.
Penis isn't happiness.
It is happiness if you're getting it the right way. Happiness
I'm getting
over everything.
I had an epic hoe phase. I'm not surprised, I want to say. Was it the other teachers at school? I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I was a teacher at a school, I'd be like, yo.
Wait a minute, let's correct that. If you were a teacher in a college where your students were over the age of 18.
No, I want to sleep with the students. I'm talking about the other teachers.
Oh,
I want
okay.
the experience.
Okay.
I ain't trying to teach
Oh,
nobody.
happiness over everything. Absolutely.
Like, I'm sorry, you putting your whole job out there, but I've seen some of these college teachers. Some of them look good. I'm just saying.
They're not teachers, they're professors.
Bend me over. I need to learn something. I mean, no.
Just because you never mess with another teacher doesn't mean another professor didn't mess with another professor. We're not calling them teachers. We're not in high school. They're professors.
I mean, shit. Even as teachers in high school, y'all both consenting adults.
Yeah. So, you know, every time you hear of a whole phase, it's always looked in a negative view. Because when you look at a whole, you always want to think about sleeping around, because basically that's what it is. But when you take a moment and you think of, and you actually look at the definition of a whole phase in the Urban Dictionary, it's when you take a moment to look at your sexual journey.
But you know what? You say whole phase being in a negative connotation, but that's only applied to females. Because when a dude's like, I have a whole phase, it ain't nothing.
Not necessarily, because us women do look at men. We look at men. Men look at men in their whole phase and they give them a high five. Us women look at men in their whole phase and we look at them and he a hoe.
Yeah,
we look at them at home. Absolutely.
We be like, let me see what's up in my dick.
Because we are on our whole phase and we're looking at we're opening up our sexual journey and we want the penis.
Alright, so
to open up our sexual journey. To experience what we don't, because remember, when we're in our younger years, we're focusing either on school. If we've made a mistake, we're either raising children, not even making a mistake. Once we graduate, or once we finish either high school, we're either getting married or we're having children young. If we finish college, we're raising our children young. So we never get to experience a whole phase. Let's get that right.
Comments.
Okay, I got comments. I'm sorry. I went into my spiel. Google my school's faculty. They mid.
Maybe you need to teach them something.
I heard some stories about professors at my school. It's wild. So it goes down, just not me. Damn, another topic I have to pass. Why do you have to pass this topic?
Are you saying because you never experienced it?
Because you never experienced it, or because you can't talk about it because of your partner? You should be able to talk about it openly with your partner, because that's a whole phase that you pass. You're with her, so she should be confident about what you have going. You don't have a whole phase right now. That's your past.
I will date someone who has gone through their whole phase.
I will, because it's out of their system.
Exactly. Now, I will not date you if I meet you and you still in your whole phase. I'm going to be like, all right, this is clearly, a one-night stand, not a relationship material. Because you clearly haven't worked that shit out your system.
Right.
I'm sorry.
And this is the thing. With a lot of women, they end up going through their whole phase later on in life because they couldn't go through it earlier in life.
Yeah, I think
because
everyone
they did everything too early.
I think everyone should experience the whole phase. That's all I gotta say.
I agree.
I've experienced mine, so I ain't gonna lie.
Now remember, the whole phase isn't, just because it's called the whole phase, it doesn't mean it's not necessarily bad. You can experience a whole phase talking to somebody for a while and then you just sleep with them for a little bit. It doesn't become something constant like a relationship. It's not a relationship. It's somebody that you sleep with for a little bit.
Friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits, something platonic.
No commitment.
No commitment.
You
just had a whole phase with them.
Yeah.
Let's just get that right. The whole phase does not necessarily mean that you're a hoe. That you sleep with Manny, Mo, Jack, Harry, Larry, Dick.
Yeah, nah, I ain't got that many
Robert.
bodies. I was like, I ain't got that many bodies.
I had 2 whole phases. First one was minor. Second one was wild. But I was a hurt soul acting out. It wasn't me. Women loved me more in my whole phase.
That hurt soul part, though, like when you're acting out because you were hurt, that's different.
I don't think that's a whole phase. I think that's a hurt soul, and you're looking for something in some. You're looking for
you're
comfort.
Looking to repair,
right?
To heal in different ways that you're not doing it healthy,
right?
And I can see that.
When I exited and was in good guy phase, I got ghosted all the time. That's the word. I'm not laughing at you.
I am.
That's the worst. When you go into good guy phase and then they don't want you because you were in whole phase and that was great. Like that's not cool. That was not nice.
He's like, I cleaned up the act and nobody wanted it. That's not so bad.
After my first marriage for 13 years, I have to say, was my biggest whole phase. That's all I'm saying.
She said, I'm going to speak in sign language.
Right. That's all. I just wanted to have fun. Definitely wasn't healthy, but I had a blast. I'm sure you did. Because that's what happens.
As long as you were being safe.
Right.
And that's the other thing, too.
Right.
Like, I cannot push enough. Is like, be safe.
But, okay, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this. He said, nah, the ghosting shit was my karma. Why was it your karma? You were going through your whole phase.
Unless you were lying to these girls.
Yeah. Can you please explain that? Because
if you were lying, then yes.
If you were going through your whole phase, not necessarily, that shouldn't have been your karma unless you were doing dirty. So I need you to explain that a little bit more.
Like if you were kind of leading them on, knowing you had no intentions of dating them, because I've seen that happen. And then just kind of ghosted them, then yeah, maybe that is your karma.
Then that is your karma. But if you were actually in your whole phase and
upfront
about it, like, hey, this is
like I'm not
platonic, I'm not looking for nothing, this is just gonna start here, end here, then that's not your karma. I wasn't a bad guy in my whole phase though. I was upfront and honest. I should have read the whole thing. I'm sorry.
So then I wouldn't say that was your karma.
That wasn't your karma.
That's just your bad luck.
That wasn't your karma.
Well, you know what? I don't want to say bad luck. Because if they didn't ghost you, you wouldn't have met who you're with now.
Right.
So maybe it was just the universe setting you up to be with who you are now. Whatever, you get what I mean.
No, I don't think so.
What happened?
Listen, she said, nah, no, I'm sorry, I skipped. No whole phase over here, but I can understand if someone does it safely. I'm such an old lady. I don't think so.
You know STDs are on the rise with old people, right? Old people be having their whole face too.
Yes, in the nursing homes.
Broken hips all the damn time.
Yes.
So maybe you don't have it now, but you will down the road. Don't knock it till you try it.
No. She may have her whole phase with her partner.
That could be it. Open relationships and multiple partners seems to be a thing now. So
no, I don't think so. She may no.
No, I'm not saying her. I'm just saying. Who knows?
Yeah. She might just have her whole phase with her partner. It could be with her partner.
Or, God forbid, but when you, especially I've seen in the older people, when their partner dies and they're single, they don't want to get married again or in a relationship, and they have their whole phase. Like, when they die of old age. I'm not talking about like 40, like when they're like their 80s and shit. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm like, Wendy.
I already know how my old age is gonna go. My kids know.
I was super honest 90% of the time, but there was a handful of times I kind of violated a few people.
Oh, so maybe that is.
So then
maybe it's like a
50-50
and karma. Yeah.
That's true, especially here in Florida. Yeah, the nursing homes be off the hook with those STDs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're thinking I'm about to die, so why do I care?
Now, my girl now applauds me for doing the work, and she did the work on herself, and now we healthy, healed humans.
And that's...
See? We're always going to remember this. That's all I got to say. Well...
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it sounds like a healthy relationship. And I say sound because...
We never know what's on the inside.
Exactly. We're not involved. We're going to take your word for it. We're not saying you're a liar. But I'm still going to say allegedly. Sorry. I do this shit all the time.
Allegedly. We're not going to take your word for it, though.
I said we don't live in your shoes. Word, but I'm still going to say allegedly. But that's a healthy... Stop!
Continue.
Oh, God. My work coworker's going to hate me tomorrow. I'm going to be extra fucking moody because I ain't get no sleep. Anyways, but that's a healthy relationship. If you both did work on your own, when you get together, now the work that you guys will do be together.
And not only that, his whole phase
is out his system.
Out of his system.
And hopefully her whole phase is out her system. And y'all just can like happily ever after the rest of your lives.
It's always allegedly.
I'm just saying there's no proof. It's like, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
And if you're thinking about a whole phase, look it up. Look it up. If you don't know...
Wait. What are they going to look up exactly?
Because there's a lot of information on the internet about whole phase. Don't take our word for it. Allegedly.
I be telling younger people. Well, you know what? I'm lying. I be telling everybody that hasn't had a whole phase that they should have it. If they're single. If they're married, I'm like, you're kind of late for that shit. But if you guys break up, have a whole phase before you get in another relationship.
He says, I'm learning so much.
We're glad to teach you.
But yes. It's not actually being a home. It's just a phase that you go through. It's a journey. It's just an urban word. It's a journey that you go through before actually settling down. It's for male and it's for female. And it's recommended before you actually settle down with a person. Get it out of your system. Do it safely. And we recommend it.
It's not about... I think it's also a good time then to learn about what you like, what you won't accept. Because in a relationship, you're with a person, you don't have people to compare to. Like, you're committed. Right. When you're in that whole phase, you kind of usually, like, again,
you get to really pick and choose. You get to.
Yeah, you have the whole phase when you're younger. So at that point, we're not assertive. We don't really speak up. We don't know. We're like just learning. Like when you get older, it's a different whole phase than as opposed to a younger one, clearly. Because when you're older, you already have an idea what you like. You know, it's literally just for the pleasure. It's not like you're trying to figure out your sexuality. You kind of have an idea. Unless you've been in a long ass committed relationship and you never had a whole phase, then it is you learning a little bit different kinks and whatnot. And whatnot, but it is about you learning about yourself. That's how I feel about it.
You're gonna say those comments.
I think you should.
Read
the comments. Read the comments.
Mistress Zeleny enlightening everyone. Miss Z.
People get paid money to say mistress. I'm just saying.
But I agree. On that note, we are ending tonight's show. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Make sure you stay safe this weekend.
Oh, we won't be here for Memorial Day weekend.
Right, I'll be camping.
I will be getting drunk hopefully.
Oh, rock on. I'll be getting drunk in a tent.
I'm hoping I have no overtime so I can get drunk.
In a tent, in the woods, playing. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be playing something. Have a great night. You too.
I did it.